minutes of this match, but as we see here, there's a free kick out of the contest and 50 metres as well. So Brad Langtree, who had the original free kick after one of his teammates gets infringed, gets to walk down and put through the first set shot of the afternoon.
Yeah, Langtree was one of their better players for Essendon Doutta Stars, and a lovely hit there and a good start for them.
Maribyrnong Park would hit back though, and as we see here, a change of flanks for Essendon Doutta Stars comes horribly unstuck and going across the face of goal. So often done in footy, but on this occasion, a very nice conversion there from Daniel Shebeki, and Maribyrnong Park were away.
And that was the tone set for the day, because you saw Veering set him up there until they were two of their better players on the day for Marby, and it was really their top-end talent that shone in this game. So
we see here a very good set shot. The Riverside pocket is one of the more difficult to kick goals from, but down at the high point end, you always get the distance, I found, at Maribyrnong Park. So they got out to a little bit of a lead, but Doutta Stars were very competitive. Hutchison gets up here with a good contested mark, 1 against 2, but he had the front position. And as he puts this through, Essendon Doutta Stars pretty much on level terms, 2 goals apiece, a few behinds each early in the match. And then here we get to see Trent Lee's first really nice involvement of the day. Spots up the target inside forward 50 and turning around, lining up for another goal, Maribyrnong Park.
Yeah, look, Trent Lee was very, very good, well deserving of the player of the day, and we see there a little chip kick and still results in a goal. He's Veering again. He had a very good day for Maribyrnong Park, kicks that left foot ball nicely.
I do believe I was talking up Roost for a big bag before he passed that one off, actually, so a bit of the commentator's curse, but Maribyrnong Park starting to open up the game. We see here in the second quarter attacking around the forward pocket and then into the pocket and getting back with the flight, doing well there is Bukavaz. He had a pretty good day, puts through the set shot, just does what is asked of him each week, and now stepping up Polk as well. We got to see a couple of goals in a couple of minutes for Doutta Stars, and this was perhaps their best rally of the afternoon, only picking it back to 13 points down, admittedly.
Yeah, look, it was one of those games where we know Doutta Stars, once they do get it inside 50, they can kick some goals, and Polk is one of those guys, but Maribyrnong Park just had more run, as we see here. This is a lovely goal bouncing through.
Yep, Daniel Johncock there, and to the non-scoring end traditionally, but there wasn't a zephyr of wind, so he was able to get the distance on that kick, and it bounced through. Now, the play of the day, possibly the play of the season, 1 broken tackle, 2, 3, 4. Michael Musica, ladies and gentlemen. I went nuts in the box when this happened, and thankfully, also for Maribyrnong Park's sake, Trent Lee roves it there and gets the goal. But let's wind the tape back. Wind it back, please, because I want to see Michael Musica doing this once again. Wins the contested possession for starters, hurdles one player. Just don't argue once, twice, shrugs a tackle here, don't argue a third time, see you later, left-footed kick to the advantage of his team, and we'll see it again here in real time. Adam, it was just a special passage of play.
Any goal assist, Tayo, that involves 3 don't argues is definitely worthy of a highlight, and that was one of the best we've ever seen, probably.
And then in a little bit of one-upsmanship, Trent Lee here would kick 3 goals in 3 minutes. Don't know what the goal umpire did to deserve that, but Lee bangs through one there, and then a courageous mark with his own teammate, the big danger.
Yeah, Trent Lee really did go bonkers, I suppose, Tayo, in this big couple of minutes of play, and it really set the tone for the game as well, because this is where Marby really kicked clear and looked like the better team.
Well, at this point, after the third Trent Lee goal, it is 69 to 38, and they're out to a 5-goal lead. And Calvarese kicks a goal here to make it 23 points at half-time, but to be honest, it felt like more.
Yeah, it did, Tayo, but yeah, they stayed in the game. Essendon Doutta Stars, you felt like they weren't out of it.
So moving on to the third quarter, bang, look at the impact there. John O'Morris running into Daniel Johncock. Brodie Holland described this as a turning point of the match, and a lot of his teammates got around him as black marks inside the forward 50. We had to slow this down, not once, but double slow-mo speed. Look at the impact there that he wears, Daniel Johncock.
Yeah, he came off for a while there, Johncock, and we saw the impact that he had. He kicked that lovely goal earlier in the game, and he did spend a lot of time on the bench after that.
So from the resulting passage of play, Black can't kick the team lifter, but Bruce gets up in the pocket and does. Maribyrnong Park now really starting to have things their own way. We'll see a running goal here. Look at the chain of handballs, and then attempt inside forward 50, deflects to Trent Lee, and when it's your day, just runs around, left-footed snap. It's not the greatest camera angle, but you see him there put through the goal. And at this point, he pretty much had the Sporting Globe Player of the Day award wrapped up for majors early in the third quarter. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it set up the game, didn't it, for Marby Park, and really set up the win, and it was basically almost party time from here. I suppose in very tough conditions, Tayo. You can see the ground there. It was chopped up a lot, very difficult, but they certainly played as though they were playing on the dry deck at Etihad Stadium. That's how smooth they were at some stages, Marby.
Big spray at three-quarter time for Doutta Stars, and I think you can see why here. They move the ball end-to-end, and yet it stops dead. How often do you see that on a footy field? Maribyrnong Park still pick it up and kick the goal after going all the way down from the back pocket. We move on to the final quarter because Michael Musica wasn't done. Musica! One-handed grab, and this was a special moment. And we've got a few replays here of it. Adam, what a classic grab, just bringing it down with the one hand.
Human highlight reel, Teo. That was an absolute classic, and I think he did finish it with the goal as well, which is what you should do when you take a mark like that in scoring range.
So Musica goes back and kicks the set shot. We'll see it in real time one more time because the replays perhaps don't do it justice. It was a fantastic grab from the musician. And he had the end product to match. To be fair, he didn't have the most prolific day winning the ball, but he's featuring prominently here because when he did get it, he did something.
It was good to see as well because it was one of those kind of games that was very dour, and some of that individual brilliance that we have seen there really set the game alight.
And so it really descended into junk time. I think we've jumped forward about 15 or 16 minutes in time here because the last quarter really felt like playing out time at stages. Calvarese would at least get forward here and kick another goal. I actually said after the Pascoe Vale game I thought he was played a bit too deep to be damaging with that beautiful left foot of his, but he came back with 2 goals from this game and he could walk off with his head held high. And then one more highlight, Castello here putting it through the goal. He was particularly good as well, Robbie Castello, for Maribyrnong Park.